Have you ever met a stranger who changed your life forever? Not a friend, not family, not someone you knew, just a stranger. Sometimes one act of kindness can rewrite a story you thought was already finished. In a crowded city where everyone seemed too busy to care, lived a young man named Arif. He was tired, hungry, and broke. Every morning he searched for work. Every evening he returned with nothing. He would look at people rushing past him, faces buried in phones, wallets full of money, hands carrying shopping bags. But no one noticed him. And slowly, Arif began to believe that he didn't matter. Statistics tell us that more than 150 million people around the world live homeless. Each one with a name, each one with a story. But most are invisible. One cold evening, Arif sat on the steps of a train station. His shoes had holes, his hands were trembling, his stomach ached. And for the first time in his life, he whispered to himself, "Maybe this is the end. Maybe tomorrow I won't wake up." People walked by. Some looked at him with pity. Others turned away as if he didn't exist. And in that moment, the city felt colder than the winter wind. But then, it happened. A stranger stopped. She was an elderly woman wearing a simple shawl. In her hand, she held a paper bag. She looked at Arif, not through him, not past him, but directly at him. And with a soft smile, she said, "Son, you look hungry. Take this. It's just some bread and soup, but it's warm." Arif's eyes filled with tears. No one had spoken to him with kindness for months. He took the bag with shaking hands and whispered, "Why me?" The woman smiled again and said, "Because you are human, and every human deserves compassion. That one meal did more than fill his stomach." It awakened his heart. It reminded him that he was not invisible. Psychologists call this the ripple effect. One act of kindness inspires another, and then another. Studies show that when people experience compassion, their stress reduces by 23%, and their hope increases by 40%. Arif didn't just eat that night. He stood up. He decided to try again, because one stranger believed he was worth it. The next day, Arif searched harder for work. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and slowly, he began to rebuild his life. Years later, Arif had a small shop of his own, and every evening he placed a basket of free food at the door. The sign said, "For anyone who is hungry. Take what you need, no questions asked." When people asked him why he did it, he always answered the same way. "Because years ago, a stranger saved me with kindness, and now it's my turn." Kindness is not weakness. Compassion is not charity. It is humanity. Do you know that according to research, kindness releases oxytocin, the hormone that makes our hearts healthier? It lowers blood pressure. It increases happiness. And most importantly, it connects us, stranger to stranger, heart to heart. The truth is, we may not remember every gift we've received. We may not recall every word spoken to us, but we never forget kindness. So the next time you see someone struggling, don't look away. Stop, smile, offer a hand, a meal, a word of encouragement, because you never know. Your one act of compassion might not just change someone's day. It might change their life.